With the international break currently taking place, I thought it'd be a perfect time to give you guys my best starting 11 in world football right now. Who do I believe are the best players in the world at their respective positions as of September of 2025? Imagine if the Martians said, we're pointing a death beam at Earth and you have to build one starting 11 to beat us, and if you lose, we're killing every single human being on the planet. What is your starting 11? And this is a starting 11 that I would present to the Martians to say, hey, this is my team and we're going to go up against your guys and we're going to win because our team is better. So think about it like that. We're looking at a mixture of what you've done in the past, what you did, in the 24-25 season, how talented you are. We're looking at a mixture of a bunch of things. I'm not just looking at what you did in the 24-25 season specifically, because that would be called a team of the season. And I'm not doing that. I'm not doing a team of the season. I'm looking at, as a whole, how good you are. You guys understand how this works. Don't be dense. You guys know how this works. So this video naturally is going to be controversial because I'm building a best starting 11. So players are going to miss out. Players from your favorite team might not make it. Guys that you think should be here might not be here. So let me know in the comment section. You can be mean, you can insult me, it doesn't matter. But just give me an actual argument, okay? Don't just say you don't know ball, because that doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help anybody, okay? Just say, hey, you don't know ball because this guy shouldn't be here, this guy should be here, and this is why. You can call me Gerard Martin, you can call me this, you can call me that. It's fine, guys. It's free game, but just give me an actual reason as to why you disagree. Don't just start spewing hate, because again, you're just being a meanie poo, and nobody likes that. Nobody likes a meanie poo. But yeah, we're going to build this right now, and this should be really, really fun. Also, if you can hear something in the background, it's not me farting or taking a shit in my seat. There's thunder outside, okay? I don't fart or take dumps in my seat anymore. I have a toilet now. I just got it installed, so I promise you it's not me farting, it's the thunder. It's really rainy here in South Florida, so that's why. But anyway, enough about the yapping. Let's get into it, okay? Is there anything else that I wanted to say? Oh yeah, if you guys want to see me do any other starting 11s during this international break, like most underrated 11 or most overrated 11 or best players in the history of football 11, whatever you guys want to see, please let me know in the comment section, because I love to obviously make those videos. And yeah, let's get started with the goalkeeper position. To me, goalkeeper in Europe currently, it's very top heavy. There's a lot of good goalkeepers, great goalkeepers, but to me, the one that is going to be my starting 11 is the same guy that would have been here if I would have made this video back in 2021 or 22 or 23. And that's going to be Thibaut Courtois. It's going to be Thibaut Courtois. I think Courtois is just, this guy hasn't slowed down at all. Thibaut Courtois, he's the best goalkeeper that I've ever seen. Actually, no, he's the best keeper that I've seen after Neuer. After Neuer, Courtois is the best goalkeeper that I've ever seen. And I just think he's still the best in the world. His ability to, just stop shots from going into the back of the net, which is the number one job of a goalkeeper. He's the best in the world. He can claim corners. He can command his box as well as anybody. He can play with his feet. Thibaut Courtois is literally a machine. Like I said, I would have had Courtois in the lineup if it was 2021, 22, 23. He's been so good for so long. Alisson could be here too. David Raya had a really, really good year for Arsenal. He's been good since he got there. Donnarumma was the goalkeeper on a treble-winning team this past year. I think all those guys are great and they deserve their respect. But to me, if I had to take one goalkeeper, to obviously defend, like to save the future of Earth, again, that's the way we're looking at it. If I had to pick one, it'd be Thibaut Courtois. I'd pick him as my goalkeeper. So yeah, and goal in between the three posts, we're gonna have the guy from Belgium, Thibaut Courtois. At right back, who do we have? Now, to me, there's two options at right back. It's not going to be Trent. It's not going to be Carvajal. It's not going to be Frimpong. It's not going to be Timber. To me, there's two options. Hakimi from PSG and Jules Koundé from Barcelona. Now, for me, the best right back in the world, in my opinion, is Jules Koundé. It's Jules Koundé, not Koundé. It's Jules Koundé. He is the best right back on the planet, in my opinion. Now, the first two games for Barca this season, he didn't start. He started against Vallecano. Wasn't great. But I've watched Jules Koundé every game he's played since he's been at Barca, and I watched him a ton at Sevilla before he got to Barca. This guy's ridiculously good. Okay, I no disrespect to Hakimi, because I think Hakimi's a fantastic player. And if you had Hakimi on here, I would not be mad at you. But you also can't be mad at me for putting Koundé on here. People are gonna act like this is outrageous. Oh, Koundé shouldn't be here. That's indefensible. No, it's very defensible. Jules Koundé is that good. He's gotten so much better going forward. To me, he's the best defensive right back on the planet, because he was a center back before he was ever a right back. His connection with Lamine Yamal has gotten so much better over the past couple of years. Like I said, his offensive game has evolved a ton. He can make passes into the final third. He can assist. Guy's a beast. Okay, so for me, if I had to build a team to save Earth, my right back would be Jules Koundé. The next center back, not the next center back, the center back, the first center back we're going to pick today is going to be a guy from Arsenal. And it's not the guy you're thinking. It's actually going to be the other guy, and that's going to be Gabriel. I think Gabriel is the best center back at Arsenal Football Club. It's not Saliba. I think Gabriel is more consistent. He's more reliable. I don't think he's actually the better player. Gabriel is so good, man. He was arguably Arsenal's best player last year. He's been so good. Like in this run with Mikel Arteta that Arsenal have had, where they've been one of the best defensive teams in Europe, I think Gabriel has played such a huge part in that. Obviously Saliba as well, but Gabriel to me, man, like I said, he's more reliable. He's so good in the air, both defensively and going forward. I mean, this guy can score from corners for fun. I think Gabriel is the best center back. Obviously, at Arsenal, I think he's one of the best center backs in the world. To me, top 2. So my right center back is going to be Gabriel. Again, you could put Saliba here, you could put Bastoni, you could put Kuwarsi, you could put Housen if you want. If you think, like, maybe people think it's too early, but if you think Housen is one of the best center backs in the world already, you can put him in there as well. But for me, it's going to be Gabriel as the right center back next to Jules Koundé. And then next to Gabriel at left center back, it's going to be a guy who, like Thibaut Courtois, I would have had on this list if it was 2019, 2020, 2022, 2023, 2024. Basically every year apart from 2021. And that's going to be Virgil van Dijk. This guy hasn't slowed down at all. At all. He's so disgusting, man. A Rolls Royce of a defender. He's been so good. He was so amazing last year, man. He was fucking ridiculous. He's been so good this year for Liverpool. I mean, people talk about how Van Dijk can be considered one of the best center backs in Prem history because he hasn't done it for long enough. Bullshit. Since he got to Liverpool, he's been consistently, if not the best center back in the world, a top 2 center back in the world. And the only year you could argue he wasn't that was when he had that horrific injury, and then the next year he wasn't as good still. But after, like, apart from the year he got injured and the year after when he came back, every other year apart from that, for the past for 7 years, he's been at worst a top 2 center back in football. So for me, my other center back is going to be Virgil van Dijk, and like I said, that would have been the case if it was 2018, 2019, 2022, 2023. Van Dijk, ridiculously good. So Koundé at right back, Gabriel and Van Dijk at center back, and then left back. This is tough, right? Because we got to defend the earth here. People's lives are on the line, okay? There's not like, we're playing for high stakes here. Like, if we lose this game, we're all going to die. And I don't know about you guys, I don't want to die yet. There's a lot of things I haven't done. I want to bungee jump naked one day. You know, I don't know why, but I want to do it naked. Don't ask, like, it's just something that I want to do. And again, if we lose this game, I can't do that. So, I need to put a team together that can help me live my dreams, okay? I have dreams and aspirations that I want to achieve in life, and if we lose, we're fucked. So my left back, I want to put Balde here, but I honestly believe the best left back on the planet is Nuno Mendes. I think he's the best left back on the planet. He's ridiculously good, man. Nuno Mendes is just a guy. He's coming off an unbelievable season. He shut down some of the best wingers in Europe in the UCL. Just completely, I mean, just, you know, made them obsolete in some games. I mean, he's insane. Nuno Mendes going forward defensively, there's nothing this guy can do. To me, like, the best fullback in the world is Nuno Mendes. Like, if you combine right back and left back, even though they're different positions, but still, the best fullback is Nuno Mendes. I think he's better than Hakimi. I think he's better than Koundé. I think he's better than Frimpong, than Trent, all these guys that I mentioned, Timber. The best left back on the planet to me, and the best fullback is Nuno Mendes. Like I said, coming off a fantastic year, has been so good for a couple years now for Portugal and for PSG. It's going to be Nuno Mendes. So my back 5 is Courtois, Koundé, Gabriel, Van Dijk, and Nuno Mendes. That's a pretty good back 5 for me. That's pretty good. Nobody should have that many complaints yet. Next up, we move on to the midfield. As my first midfielder, I'm going to have a guy who I'm a huge fan of, even though he plays for a rival team. It's going to be Federico Valverde, who I just believe is the ultimate Swiss Army knife in football. Hasn't had the best start to the season with Xabi Alonso. He's being utilized a little bit differently than he was under Ancelotti. But I still think this guy's impact on a game is second to none. I mean, his ability to track back and his ability to tackle and his ability to just be a workhorse on that team. He does anything needed for a football team. Anything needed for a football team, Federico Valverde is going to get it done. And to me, I've always been a huge fan of his game. I love the way that he plays football, and I still think, even though he hasn't had, like I said, the best start to the year with Xabi Alonso, he hasn't been terrible, obviously. Like it's not like Federico Valverde is playing like shit, but he hasn't been the same fan that we saw under Ancelotti. But I still believe, like, when you look at his track record and what he's done, I mean, this guy was amazing when Real Madrid won the UCL in Paris back in 2021, 2022. That wasn't a long ago, but it feels like ages ago. And he was amazing in the UCL run in Wembley. He was amazing for Real Madrid last season. A Madrid team that didn't have many bright spots. He was one of the few that was obviously that was kind of holding that team together. So for me, my midfielder on the left-hand side is going to be Federico Valverde. Now, my next midfielder next to him is going to be a guy who, it should be no surprise to anybody, it's going to be Pedri Gonzalez. Who, in my opinion, currently is the best midfielder on the planet. On planet Earth, there's not a better midfielder than Pedri Gonzalez. I'm sorry, Vitinha, you're good. You're a really, really good player. You're not Pedri. Okay? João Neves, you're a great player. You're not Pedri to me. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. The Pedri's just a different class. He's a different class. And I'm not saying those guys are bad because they're fucking amazing. But when you look at Pedri play, man, there's nothing this guy can't do on a football pitch. You can't have a best 11 in world football without having Pedri Gonzalez on there. I don't care if you're the biggest Madrid fan who refuses to give any Barca player credit. If you watch Pedri and you don't recognize how good his game is, again, I don't know what you're watching. He's His ability to track back and win balls and just press is ridiculous. People don't look at him as an athletic beast because he's not built that way. Okay, he's not like a Paul Pogba type of build or a Kante type of build where he's just like running all over the place and he's super imposing and powerful. But Pedri, if you look at him play, he uses his athleticism in the perfect way. That's the best way I can put it. He uses his athleticism in the perfect way. He's a fantastic passer. He's one of the best passers in the world. His ability to find balls into the final third is just mesmerizing. He's such a composed player. He can handle the press so well. He can get out of tight spaces. There's nothing this guy can't do with a football at his feet. And even without a football at his feet, he's so good off the ball. He's so good on the ball. He's such a complete player. He's not just a final third specialist like KDB. And no disrespect to KDB because KDB is an all-time great. But my point is, Pedri can do so many things on a football pitch. It's sort of unfair, honestly. Like, I watch this guy play and I feel bad for other fan bases that they don't get to root for Pedri. Honestly, I do. So for me, the best midfielder on the planet is Pedri. Honestly, he is. Next, we have center attacking mid. And at center attacking mid, for me, it's going to be, and is this guy really even a 10? I mean, when I look at the best 10s in football, we're looking at Cole Palmer, we're looking at Florian Wirtz, we're looking at Jamal Musiala, we're looking at even Dani Olmo, even though his form has been kind of bad. So is this guy a pure 10? I'm not sure. But for me, I'm going to put Jude Bellingham. I think Jude Bellingham, obviously not coming off this amazing season he had for Madrid because he was, like, when you compare it to the year he had before, he was a Ballon d'Or candidate the year before when Madrid won the UCL in Wembley. And this past year, the whole Madrid team kind of underperformed and Bellingham wasn't that same level. But I think Jude Bellingham is still, like, if I had to build a team to, again, save humanity, I'd put Jude Bellingham as my 10. I think he's a guy who can score goals for fun. We've seen Jude when he's tasked to score goals and be that attacking threat, he can do it. He can track back. He's such a complete player. He's such a complete midfielder as well. This midfield is so complete, man. Like, this midfield, you have all these guys can track back. All these guys can go forward. You have, a guy who can find the perfect balls into the final third like Pedri, and a guy in Jude Bellingham who can obviously finish those chances. This is a very good midfield. Again, we're not going for building the best team, okay? I'm just putting the players in there. I'm not trying to build the perfect team because if I was, then I'd have some different players who would complement each other better. But this midfield to me actually complements each other fairly well. Now, I'll be honest, I'm missing Rodri here, and Rodri obviously won the Ballon d'Or not too long ago. He was injured all last year, so people forget about him. I still think Rodri is one of the best players on the planet. I think he's one of the best midfielders in the world. But when you come off a whole season being injured, it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? Because we don't know what Rodri is going to be now. But it sucks because I would want to put Rodri here because I think he deserves to be here. I mean, the guy literally just won the Ballon d'Or. Like I said, the last Ballon d'Or winner is still Rodri. We haven't crowned another one since him. So that's tough not to have Rodri here, but I think that, these guys are just, they're a level that I have to put him here. So again, sorry to Rodri. I wish I could have, like, if I would have put this team as a 4-man midfield, he would have made it as a CDM. But unfortunately, it's a 3-1. So it's a 3-man midfield. So I have Pedri, Valverde, and Jude Bellingham. And now finally, my front three. Who's going to be a part of my front three on this team? At left wing, Vini could be here, and Vini would have been here, honestly, if I would have made this video at the same exact time last year. Rodrigo, if he got enough playing time on the left wing, he could maybe make this list. Rafinha's coming off a fantastic season. I think Rafa should be here too. He could be here. But to me, and I know he's not exactly a left winger, but to me, his best position is the left wing. When he plays there, he's still dominant as fuck. It's going to be Kylian Mbappe, man. It's going to be Kylian Mbappe who's going to take up my left wing spot. Again, I know Mbappe is not really a left winger anymore because Vini plays that position, so he can't play his best position. But to me, his best position is left wing, and sometimes he still plays there and operates on that side a lot, man. When you look at Madrid play, Mbappe is almost always taking up that left hand side along with Vini. And to me, the best left winger on the planet, and has been for a couple of years, is Kylian Mbappe. I don't consider Mbappe a striker. He can score goals like a striker, but I don't consider him a striker. The same way that Ronaldo Madrid, he could score goals like a striker early on, but he was playing as a left winger. Ronaldo under Mourinho was playing as a left winger. But he just had the goal-scoring ability of a striker. The same thing, Messi played as a right winger or as a cam his whole career, but he could score goals as a striker. You could be, I think Mbappe, like I said, he's so good. He has that ability about him where he can play out on the wing and still have the production in terms of goal scoring of a striker. So for me, the best left winger on the planet is Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, didn't start off the season the best last year, the first few months, but after that, he picked it up and he was the same Mbappe as always. So it's going to be Mbappe for me. At right wing, it's going to be. There's right wing is so stacked, right? There's so many great right wingers on the planet. Mohamed Salah's coming off, probably his best year ever. Ousmane Dembele is probably going to win the Ballon d'Or. He could be on this list. But to me, the best right winger on the planet is Lamine Yamal. He's just the best right winger on the planet, in my opinion. The guy is just ridiculously good. I mean, we are looking at a generational talent. We are witnessing one of the greatest players football's ever seen right before our eyes, and he's only 18 years old. I hope you understand what we're watching currently, guys. I hope you understand that what we're watching is not normal. This guy's ridiculously good, and for me, he's the best right winger on the planet. It's Lamine Yamal. Again, no disrespect to Mohamed Salah, who I love. If you guys watch my channel, you know I really like Mohamed Salah as a player. I go as far as to say he's one of my favorite players ever. That's how much I rate Mohamed Salah. I really, really like Mo. But he's not better than Lamine Yamal. Ousmane Dembele, he had a great season. He's not better than Lamine Yamal. This guy's talent, his ability to produce since he got to the first team of Barcelona has been insane. He's ridiculous, man. No, like, if we're building a team to defeat the Martians, I don't want Mohamed Salah. I don't want Ousmane Dembele. I want this guy because, and also in the biggest games, there's very few players that have a better resume than this guy. In the biggest games, he always shows up in the biggest games. And unfortunately for Mo, you can't really say that throughout his whole career. Mo has ghosted in some big games. So for me, it's going to be Lamine Yamal. And finally at striker. Striker's kind of dead right now, man. Striker's kind of dead. There's Ekitike at Liverpool. There's Isak. We obviously have Lewandowski at Barca, who's coming off a great year. There's all. I just don't feel like back in the 2000s or in early 2010s, I feel like the striker position was stacked with Cavani, Higuain, Ibrahimovic. You had obviously Cavani. You had Falcao. You had so many good strikers, man. You had Benzema, of course. You had Suarez. You had so many great strikers in the world. I don't feel like we don't have that embarrassment of riches currently at the number 9 position. But for me, the best number 9 still on planet Earth is Erling Haaland. I think if Barca had unlimited money, if they could spend money, like if they could literally say, okay, we can sign any striker we want. Who are you signing? I'm signing Erling Haaland. I don't see a better striker in the world than Erling Haaland. And this Man City team has underperformed. They underperformed last year, and they haven't had the best start to the year this year. But I still think Erling Haaland is a goal-scoring machine. You give this guy a chance in front of goal. More like he misses a couple chances. I'm not gonna lie, Haaland sometimes misses sitters, but most of the time he's gonna convert. And you give this guy a head full of steam. It's lights out for everybody. He's just ridiculously good. So for me, the best striker on the planet is Erling Haaland. Now, honorable mentions go to guys like. Obviously not for a striker, but for the team, honorable mentions go to guys like Donnarumma, like Alisson, like Ibrahima Konate, like Trent, like Gravenberch, like Declan Rice, like Moises Caicedo, like Cole Palmer. All these guys that couldn't make the team. Isak could be on this team. Rafinha, who I love, could be on this team. But for me, like I said, if I had to build a starting 11 to defeat the Martians, if not, we're all gonna die. This is the starting 11 that I would pick. This is my starting 11. Courtois in goal, Koundé, Gabriel, Van Dijk, and Mendes form the back 4. Pedri and Valverde as the 2 central midfielders, and then Bellingham was the 10. And then we have Lamine Yamal at the right wing, Haaland at the striker, and Mbappe at the left wing. And off the bench, we'll bring on Rafinha, we'll bring on Declan Rice, and we'll bring on Vitinha. That's what we'll bring on. But yeah, that's my starting 11. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, I love every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.